What's going on, fellas and chemicals? I'm making Dash, and I'm recording this on New Year's morning, and I wanted to make my first word of the new year, but, and to let you guys hear it. Yeah, it's 12:39 on New Year's morning, and I was originally going to spend it with my family, but I got called on short notice for a job interview that was not where my family was. You know, it was in my hometown, and all of my friends are out with their families, so I'm getting to spend New Year's alone, and I figured might as well record an Ace Attorney video for it. So, yeah, so I looked up a walkthrough, and, oh, it's right there. So, the judge wants us to, look, this is another one of these things where, how the fuck are you gonna call this? He says to show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. The walkthrough says to submit Goodman's lost item report, because, so it says to be submitted to the chief. So apparently, like, the idea is that he had to go give this to the chief, but really it doesn't, because he could have just, you know, he could have been out and he just, like, put it on his desk or something, or he gave it to someone else to give to the chief. There's no reason that he had to actually meet Gant in person, so I'm calling bullshit on this. But let's present it anyway. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. Well, yes. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police, who is standing directly in front of us. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filed it. Yeah, he also does have a point there. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Ah. Oh! Then Goodman took the form to you, Chief. So he went in with someone, if I can remember. It was with Gant, or we were originally thinking he went in with Marshall when we were still thinking he was being murdered in the evidence room, at 5:15, that he went in with the perpetrator. But that wasn't the case anyway. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Say, exactly. But wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just given him his card. Is that what is it? Confusing? He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort. Edgeworth is going to unpack now. Sorry, but that's not possible. His goal, you know, his stated goal is to get Emma Skye, or Lena Skye, convicted of the murder of Detective Goodman, and now he's actively working against it. He has a tendency, he's not really very good at his job. See, exclamation point. See, according to the record, your card was only used once, but you showed us your ID card earlier. Excuse me. Oh. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No. Well, yeah, I guess, because he didn't leave the room. We're saying he was killed in the evidence room, and then his body moved to the prosecutor's office. And the idea is that he borrowed the card and went into the evidence room and didn't come out. Let's see. There's also, well, the idea that theoretically the killer could have stolen it, although I guess then then Gant wouldn't have it in his possession unless the killer was caught. So yeah, I had something else to say about the whole doobly-doo with lending the card. I forget what it was. Let's just continue. See. No, what the fuck? What the? Did he just I don't know, go? I don't. It's not quite Super Saiyan or anything. It looked like you only see it briefly. I mean, how would I describe that? What the fuck? I was like, you can't! You didn't! ... Murder was most likely committed on the spur of the moment. No one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. No, so why would he... So, we still don't know what his motive is. After the murder, you contacted Lane at the prosecutor's office. Why else dispose of Detective Goodman's body, as she told us she was told to do? However, the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? He stuffed it in your car, and you didn't know it was there? See, I was at the police department the entire day, you know, and everyone's aware that Lena stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. I don't think I went to the ceremony because I'm not a prosecutor. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? No, I think that would be too incriminating, so... Hey, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, he left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless coup just taking up space. So, I guess it's in my court record now. How would you even move the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. See. I'm gonna take a stake, but I'm gonna go with the parking stub. He just dumped it in Edgeworth's car, is the idea, I think. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. A parking stub? Miles Edgeworth? You mean? The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. So Edgeworth is going to object. You mean I carried the victim's body? So yes, unwittingly. Well, I'm not saying you did it on purpose. I'm not saying you had anything to do with it. Precisely so. But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office. Actually, yeah, he did say that. Which is why Gant gave him the screwdriver. It doesn't mean anything. It was just Gant was like, hey, giving him some kind of excuse to go back to the office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me, why? Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep a screwdriver at the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the incident, I brought this to the prosecutor's office. So you see, what you really took to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, that was just a red herring. But the victim's body in your trunk. The Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to carry evidence from a closed case? ... See, there's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice. Miss Lena Sky, who you then wanted to take the fall for it. Order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Well, I'm sure there is, but they will... I'll just rebut their rebuttal. Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. The one through... So, this was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. She was taking the body out and stabbed. So, in that case, why didn't Lena say that the body was already dead? It was exactly the opposite. Excuse me. Stupid yawn. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Rayo, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. No, you're going to jail after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. And you'll just run off. Yeah, no, you're not going anywhere. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? Wait, why am I doing Edgeworth Iroh's voice? See, not only is the cross, you're going to the detention room. See, remember what I told you earlier? See, a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Lunch with the police chief, or with the district attorney. Well, was it the district attorney? So the attorney general. See, weapons. Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. Okay, see. What? There's no right to be casually invoked. Really? Should anyone have that right? I mean, you have the right to remain silent. It's in the Fifth Amendment. I mean, no one has to testify. That's a risk to be considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy! Exclamation point! I stabbed old gunman, that's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. I might have something. Well, you think I had Lena dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gunn is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, you can at least suspend him or something. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of his body? Do I have any concrete proof? Let's see. I have an idea. Like, Goodman's ID, prosecutor trophy, Edward's knife, none of this. Here. So, I think this may be it. Let's see, can we listen to to Lena's call again? How can I see? How do you open this stupid thing? Was it right there? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's flip it. I hit the return call button. There. See, the redial button. It dials the number of the last person called. See, last call was to Emma. I wonder what they spoke about. So we can't... I thought earlier we listened to some kind of voicemail or something. But now, we're not, we can't listen to it. Okay, that's annoying. So, do we have any concrete proof? It could be a call, like, perhaps there's a record of a call from Gant to Lena on there. Say, anything else that could possibly be it. Say, could it possibly be the glove, I wonder? Like, no, it wouldn't be. Like, you know, maybe he put it there. Proof that Gant killed Goodman, specifically. I think my best bet is gonna be I'm gonna take a state first. My best bet is gonna be the cell phone. See, I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. See, I've got to keep the pressure on. See, yes, Your Honor, I do have such evidence. See, the police are able to present it. Just remember, see, it better prove Chief got murdered, Detective Goodman beyond the shadow of a doubt. Okay, let's present Lena's cell phone. Okay. So, what exactly is this evidence? So that's not generic, I'm saying. It's proof as to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the Chief's guilt. See, I'll let you be the judge. Well, he already is the judge. See, but I am the judge. See, oh, right. See. Well, what do you think, Your Honor? Oh, this is generic. Okay. See. What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be late for my meal. See. I guess it wasn't enough. See, please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer to consider. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Then again, so I don't know. See, let me see if I can try saying that I have no proof. I wonder if I do. I have no proof yet. See, it's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. See, no, Your Honor, at present I have no conclusive evidence. See, G. In that case, see, this court is supposed to penalize you for your allegations against the Chief. So that's let's see. What? See, I don't gamble unless the stakes are high. See, it seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, G, I'll leave the rest to you. And he leaves. And I'm gonna get penalized. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer of our nation's law enforcement agency. What? Edgeworth is going to object. Lady Luck. Maybe, Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her. See. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? See. There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. See. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. Are we talking about Lena? See. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness. Or perhaps, see, in the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. See. The Chief Can has invoked his right to refuse to testify. But there still is someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. So it seems like this may actually have been the correct answer. See, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? See. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? See. Have you forgotten? The defense is still uncovering witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? See, she may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor, the defense calls forth. It's gonna, see, we only have 3 ladies here. The only one we haven't heard testify yet is Lena Skye. See. The defendant, see, was Lena Skye. See. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. See. Mr. Edgeworth! See. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. See. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. See. This court is now agreed. Hold on, see. Someone says hold on, see. Huh? Chief Guard, I thought you were going to eat. See. Listen good, Lena. Say, oh, he's talking to Lena. See. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. So he's now threatening her publicly. But basically, exclamation point. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. No, well, first of all, we've already heard all that. And second of all, you have no power to, it's an old, closed case. I think it's been officially closed now. And she didn't exactly murder him either, it's manslaughter, if anything. This isn't good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Oh. Just something to think about. Alright then, I've got a lunch date to meet. And he's probably just gonna basically run away. Judge is just shocked. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Okay, we're going to wait and see. It's February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. So we're at the defendant lobby. So we didn't have it to be continued or anything. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to actually have to double check the walkthrough, see if that actually was the proper response. But for now, I am MakeDash, and by the time this video is out, it'll be like super late for New Year. But for me, Happy New Year. I'm out.